Sarah Kay presented the poem Miles from Any Shoreline. I chose this poem because she gave voice to the simple joys. The artist voiced the beauty of living, and the poet allows the audience to have a positive take on life as she battles with the duality of cynicism and optimism. Kay's vocal tone is emotion-filled with pauses that express her excitement, joy, and wonder at the beauty of the world. Her pauses demonstrate her pensive state, how small things transform her outlook on life. Her excitement is conveyed through a smile, hand gestures, and slight pauses in her speech. In minutes 1:09 to 1:18, she states, that would summon all of New York City to look up and west. But there was no bell and no one to call, just my own astonishment still willing to answer after that first ring. How predictable. One good sunset and I release my nihilism like rose petals. Kay pauses in the beginning to reflect on her state of mind and eventually increases the volume of her vocal tone to add an emphasis on the sunset. This small sliver of nature could be changing her view, both physically and metaphorically, due to the excitement it stirred in her. The most motion-filled moment was when Sarah Kay described the sunset at 1:09, rousing the entire city to look upwards, beaming and pantomiming a bell ringing, and opening her palms in a wide stance, moving them upwards to put an emphasis on looking up. She moves her hands westward to signal the sunset. She maintains eye contact with the audience, and then she looks upwards, eyebrows raised in awe, to describe the beauty she saw in the world. Additionally, she's able to fling her nihilism away, and she physically throws her negative attitude towards life to symbolize the impact it had on her. Kay uses a variety of similes, metaphors, alliteration, personification, and figurative imagery to paint a picture of her day-to-day life. No moment better highlights this greater than minute 1:25 to 1:50, where Kay describes her relationship with her nihilistic view and her cynicism. Her relationship to her pessimism being a marriage, where she even renews her vows, shows how she holds on to her pessimism so strongly she can say this with confidence to an audience. However, beautiful moments in nature briefly divorce her from that reality and set her free to wonder and be in awe of nature and her city. Small, simple moments flirt with her and are personified in actions such as winking. The poem has a cause and effect structure. She's able to cover the feeling of wonder and balance the emotion of dread with optimism. Sarah Kay puts things in perspective, beginning with a pessimistic view and moments in a non-linear narrative that separate her from the everyday pessimisms of the world. Her poem is descriptive and somewhat topical, where she is able to recount her life and the choices she makes. The climax of this poem arises in the middle at the 2 minutes and 4 seconds mark, when Sarah finds a starfish away from any body of water. After mentioning her pessimistic view, she is able to make this moment lighthearted for herself and the crowd moving forward. This small moment shifts her perspective to enjoy life more. Rather than taking a pessimistic approach to a dead starfish, she sees it as a symbol of beauty, unbelonging, and makes this poem even more personal by inviting the audience to connect to the symbol of the starfish. What else could I possibly do but swing wide the doors of my delight to this patron saint of unbelonging? Sarah Kay at 2 minutes and 35 seconds. Sarah Kay is able to connect to the audience with a glimpse into her own personal world. Although she struggles to keep a positive outlook, she faces life with a smile and a fresh perspective. balancing the duality of cynicism and positivity, painting the moments in between as beautiful, contemplating concepts such as human mortality and how finite humanity is. Her conclusion ties to the climax because she is able to change her perspective, and she's reflective of her personal growth where she started her poem. That puts things into a more positive perspective and to ponder the beautiful little moments in life. She's able to connect to nature, herself, her city, and gives the audience the chance to take on a different perspective, a positive perspective. Thank you.